Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Osha.
Let's start episode 100 of Ask Vidas and Osha podcast. And this question was sent by Paul, and he writes that he is a slow learner. First of all, let's celebrate a little bit our small achievement. 100 podcasts of uh, simply helping people to grow in organ playing, answering their questions. Isn't that great, Osha?
Yes, it seems so incredible that it's already 100 podcast. I don't know how much do we have to talk about.
When we first started, we didn't realize we will go that far, right? It was supposed to be a limited number of episodes, maybe 10, maybe 20.
Yes, maybe 30, but not 100.
Yeah, people kept writing to us and kept asking these questions, and we were amazed, right?
Yes, and it's really nice to help people, and especially it's nice to receive a response, to our answers. That's very nice.
Yeah, and we put sometimes those nice letters we get into our folder called love letters, which is like basically many thanks from people and encouragements for us to continue. So thank you so much, guys. This is really wonderful. We appreciate it a lot.
Yes, thank you so much. So now let's go back to Paul's question. And Vidi, what do you think he means by slow, being a slow learner? Is it does he compare himself with somebody else?
Exactly.
Or
Uh, how do we know if we learn something slowly or fast?
yes, how we set those boundaries.
For example, let's say a piece is a 5 pages long and we learn it in 1 month. Is it fast or slow?
So I think it's always no question mark.
Relative.
Yes, very relative thing. You have to compare yourself with somebody else, maybe, to compete with somebody else.
Do we advise people to compete with somebody else?
Well, yes and no. Because for some people, having that competition is a good thing because it makes you to learn faster and to develop necessary skills faster. But for other people, that competition might just simply destroy all passion for organ or anything.
I think the best competition is with ourselves, right?
Yes.
Because we have to compare ourselves to ourselves yesterday, or ourselves a week ago, or a month ago, or a year ago. Only then we know our true advancement, true level of how we progress,
Yes.
if we are on the right path or not. If we compare ourselves with other organists, right, who we listen to on YouTube or in recitals, as Osha says, sometimes it is inspiring, but more often than not is discouraging, I think.
Yes. If we would have, for example, to compare our childhood experience in Lithuania and our experience while studying in United States, what could you tell about all that teacher and student relationship?
In Lithuania, there were several organ professors at the Academy of Music, and each of them had their studio organ class. Maybe five, maybe six people total. Uh, and generally, they were closed among themselves, right? They felt sort of a competition between other students of other professors. There wasn't any um, uh, atmosphere of collaboration in this kind of setting. Whereas in America, it was completely different, right, Osha?
Yes, and in Lithuania, I always felt that all professors, no matter with whom you studied, would say like negative things to you. But you did that and that and that and that badly.
So that's European way of
Well, maybe
presenting
not
problems.
European way, but Lithuanian definitely, yes.
Ex-Soviet way, basically, because in earlier times, uh, talking about negative things was basically um, very common, and not so much of optimistic, inspiring things.
So how did you feel about it?
To me, I always wanted more freedom, so whenever uh, whenever somebody tried to push me, uh, I kind of resisted because my mind wanted to be free from those boundaries, and I wanted to explore myself all those musical adventures. Uh, so in that case, uh, we had one organ professor, Gediminas Kviklis, was the best because he let us do whatever we wanted. Of course, by that time we were developed enough uh, and and could be responsible enough for our own progress. In America, it was completely different story because
Yes.
it was so supportive and collaborative between organ studio, right,
And you
Osha?
know that supportive atmosphere and telling good things, nice things to students make you want to do even more and to give yourself more and to practice more and to become the best. And it was very nice.
But other colleges and conservatories have different environments, because some of them are very competitive, uh,
Yes, that's true.
and I'm not sure how students get along in those organ studios, but they must feel some kind of competition because they constantly compete in international and national organ competitions among themselves, right, Osha?
And as I told you before, for some people it's a very good thing because we want to compete all the time. We want to feel that pressure.
Because they don't have enough pressure from themselves.
Yes.
They have external motivation then.
But actually, I don't feel that I have to have that external pressure, because it makes me feel guilty all the time and just incompetent.
That's true for me too. I want to be free, and I want to do the thing that I want to do. And so I then compare myself with myself.
Yes, so, and no, like Paul said, being learning slowly. That's your way to do it, and it's okay. Maybe you will become, faster learner with time. Maybe not, but don't despair. Just, keep doing what you are doing. And it's much better to learn things slowly but correctly than to learn them fast and incorrectly.
Of course, our daily efforts compound, and if you just get better 1% a day, next day you also get better 1%, but plus that fraction of the percent you got better yesterday. And a week from that day you get better also 1%, but also plus all those 7% combined. So it compounds, and after 1 year, I don't know, I have to do the math, but it's more than 1000%
Definitely, yes.
if you do this
What could,
regularly.
a little bit fasten your progress, maybe? If you could find time to practice a day, not once, but let's say twice. Let's say one time in the morning and one time in the afternoon or in the evening. That might, do things faster.
Uh,
What do you think about it, Vidy?
it's excellent strategy because our mind can only focus for so long without breaks. So maybe in the morning for some time before you get tired, and then you see your day will be already a good day because you have already practiced in the morning. You already did the thing that matters to you the most. And then, if anything happens, if you don't have time to practice in the afternoon or in the evening, it's still a day not wasted in this case. So, uh, early morning practices are always the best. And then, if you can do the second practice, that's even better.
Yes, so try that and we'll see if it's working for you.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be very long practice, right? Maybe half an hour before you take a break and continue. That's completely possible, right, Osha?
Yes.
Thank you so much, guys, for listening to us, for applying our tips in your practice. It's really a small milestone we have achieved with 100 podcasts answering your questions. And keep them rolling, keep sending them to us because we want to reach maybe another 100, right, Osha?
I'm not thinking so far, but yes, it would be nice.
Excellent. This was Vidas,
And Osha,
and remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.